Today's topic of presentation is penile anatomy, circumcision and CA penis. Anatomy of penis. Penis is composed of three tubular structures. The two structures are corpora cavernosa, which provide erectile function and opposed to each other, being anchored with the posteriorly with pubic rami. The third tubular structure is corpus spongiosum, which contains urethra, which expand distally to form glans penis. These are the two structures, which is known as corpus cavernosum, and this is corpus spongiosum, and here this is urethra, which is in corpus spongiosum. Corpora cavernosa have an outer covering of tunica albuginea, which is relatively inelastic and which also forms a septum between them. Tunica albuginea encloses the erectile tissue itself, which has tubular structure with a network of sinusoidal spaces lined by endothelium, within which blood pools during erection. This corpus cavernosa is maintain erection, and corpus spongiosum contain urethra. Here is cross-sectional image of penis. This is corpus cavernosa, which is lined by tunica albuginea. Here, this is tunica albuginea. Above that there is buck fascia, and above that there is Colles fascia. Here is corpus spongiosum, which contains urethra. Blood supply of urethra is urethral artery, which we cover further. Here is buck fascia and Dartos fascia. Buck fascia, as I already mentioned, this is also known as deep fascia, and Colles fascia is superficial fascia. First, superficial fascia is the continuation of Colles fascia. Dartos fascia, also known as Dartos fascia, extend from base to prepuce, loosely attached to skin, and deeper buck fascia and devoid of fat, which contains superficial artery, vein and nerve. And then buck fascia, which is deep fascia, tough elastic layer immediately adjacent to tunica albuginea. The corpus cavernosa are surrounded by buck fascia dorsally, which contain deep dorsal vein, artery and nerve attached distally to glans. Another cross-sectional image. Tunica albuginea, here all the structure already mentioned. Arterial blood supply of penis is internal pudendal artery, which continuation to form the central penile artery. Erection occurs when the sacral parasympathetic nerves that innervate the penis causes smooth muscle relaxation with increased arterial flow and dilatation of sinusoids, such as smooth muscle, such as blood accumulate within the trabecular spaces. Basically, erection occurs when there is parasympathetic nerves which cause relaxation of the smooth muscle, in turn which causes the arterial blood to flow in the penis, which in turn result in erection. Arterial supply. Main arterial supply of penis is internal pudendal artery, which in case which give rise to dorsal arteries. Here is circumflex artery, bulbourethral artery and cavernosum में जाएगी cavernosal artery, cavernous artery. Here venous structure. Similarly, internal pudendal vein, which give rise to deep dorsal vein and cavernous veins, bulbourethral vein. Venous drainage of prepuce, skin and subcutaneous tissue drain into dorsal, superficial dorsal vein, which in rise drain to saphenous vein. Lymphatic drainage. Penile and perineal skin is superficial inguinal lymph nodes, and glans is deep inguinal and external iliac lymph nodes. Nerve supply is sympathetic T11 to L2 and parasympathetic S2 to S4. Next is circumcision. Circumcision is basically removal of skin over the glans penis, which is known as prepuce. Indication are In infant and young boys, in Muslims and Jews, circumcision is optionally performed at the time of birth for the religious and social purpose after the birth. Medical indication in boys include true phimosis, BXO, recurrent attack of balanophthitis, and recurrent UTI. Basically, these are all infections with an abnormal UTI. In adult, circumcision is indicated because of inability to retract the foreskin for intercourse, for splitting of an abnormally tight frenulum, or recurrent balanitis. Technique: in adults and adolescents, following method is used. Prepuce is held with artery forceps and put on the gentle stretch. Then marking the skin with the pen at the level of corona is essential prior to incision to ensure the excess skin is not removed. Basically, mainly we have to see in circumcision that excess skin can't be removed. You can remove less skin but not the more. Basically, after procedure, if you removed excess skin, it causes a problem in sexual functions. Circumferential incision in the penile skin is made at the level of corona using a knife. Prepuce is then slit dorsally in the midline to within 1 cm of corona. This converts the foreskin into two flaps connected at midline anteriorly. Mainly तो जब आप देखोगे तभी समझ में आएगा, ये इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते हो। ओटी वगैरह में जब आप सर्जिकल आपकी क्लासेस लगे या फिर ड्यूटीज हो। When the under surface of prepuce has been separated from the glans, inner layer of each flap is again marked with pen and then incised with the second circumferential incision, leaving about 0.5 cm of the inner layer of preputial skin. Cutting the remaining connective tissue, monopolar diathermy must be avoided in operation of penis because of danger of the current path will cause coagulation of base of penis. Homeostasis is very important, and vessels can be secured with bipolar diathermy or absorbable suture. Cut edges of the skin are approximated using interrupted sutures, making certain that the frenular ligation vessels are ligated. Basically, these are the steps. First we get circumferential incision, then we remove, then we cut in midline up to this incision, then whole of the skin is removed, then this skin is attached to this skin with the absorbable suture. Now CA penis. Circumcision soon after birth confers immunity against CA of penis. Later circumcision does not seem to have same benefit, with the assumption that smegma is some way carcinogenic. What are the risk factors? Mainly HPV virus 16 and 18, BXO, smoking, phimosis, chronic balanophthitis, precancerous states like leukoplakia of penis, and PEIN, penile intraepithelial neoplasia. These are important for the PG purpose, PG exam purpose, NEET purpose. Penile intraepithelial neoplasia is also known as carcinoma in situ of penis, Bowen disease, and erythroplasia of Querette. It is typically seen as red cutaneous patch of the penis. When it occurs on the glans penis, it is known as erythroplasia of Querette. When it occurs on the shaft of penis, Bowen disease. Mainly the thing is same. On glans penis is erythroplasia, and on shaft of penis it is Bowen disease. When the diagnosis of carcinoma in situ is confirmed, treatment is 5-FU cream, CO2 laser ablation or surgical incision. CA mainly is SCC, squamous cell carcinoma arising from the skin of glans penis or prepuce. Characteristics क्या रहती हैं? Flat रहेगा, infiltrating रहेगा, warty in appearance. The former often started as leukoplakia or PEIN, later existing papilloma. स्टेजिंग क्या रहेगी? T1 स्किन तक, T2 corpus spongiosum और cavernosa, T3 up to urethra, and T4 adjacent structures. सबसे पहले if CA occurs, lymphatic spread क्या रहेगा? पहले inguinal lymph nodes में जाएंगे, then iliac lymph nodes. Inguinal generally superficial रहती है, and distant mats deposit are infrequent. Presentation कैसे रहता है? Generally many patients present late because of the embarrassment of misdiagnosis. 10% are under 40 years. By the time of patient present, growth is often large and secondary infection cause fall, bloody discharge. Presentation late का क्या सीन है? पेशेंट को लगता है कोई प्रॉब्लम हुई है बट पेन हो नहीं रहा तो ठीक ही होगा, हो जाएगा ठीक थोड़ी देर में, कोई नॉर्मल इन्फेक्शन रहेगा, बिकॉज नॉर्मली लिटल और नो पेन रहता है. लेटर इंग्वाइनल lymph nodes can erode the skin of the groin and in rare cases death occurs as a result from the erosion of femoral or iliac vessel because it leads to bleeding. Around 50% of inguinal lymph node enlargement at presentation, but nodal enlargement often reflects infection. In many cases, prepuce is non-retractile and must be split to view the lesion. Biopsy should be performed. If untreated, whole glands can be removed by a fungatic offensive mass. Generally, patient present करता है, अगर लंबे टाइम तक इग्नोर करता है तो एक fungating mass के साथ. These are the various pictures. अब ट्रीटमेंट क्या रहेगा? For the primary tumor, surgical excision is the mainstay of treatment. नॉर्मली हम जब भी सीए का ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं तो फ्री मार्जिन जरूर लेते हैं कि भी यहाँ तक हम एक्सटेंड करते हैं कि इस लेवल तक हमने ट्यूमर निकाल दिया नॉर्मल टिश्यू के साथ. वो इसमें जनरली 2 सेंटीमीटर रहता है. विद द ट्रेडिशनल व्यू ऑफ 2 सेंटीमीटर मार्जिन ऑफ नॉर्मल टिश्यू बी रिमूव, बीइंग सुपरसीडेड बाय ए मोर रिसेंट कंजर्वेटिव व्यू such as penile preserving surgery with excision of much lower margin of normal tissue are now accepted. Tumor affecting the glans penis require glanectomy, with more advanced tumor require partial penectomy, and in advanced cases total penectomy is required with formation of perineal urethrostomy. Such surgery is indicated in most advanced cases. Treatment of any associated enlarged inguinal lymph nodes should be delayed at least 3 weeks after local treatment of primary lesion. Enlargement caused by the infection will usually show signs of subsiding with antibiotic treatment. Last slide में हमने पढ़ा था 50% of inguinal lymph nodes enlarge because of infection. So before you treat the surgical treatments, before you start the surgical treatment, you should give a course of antibiotic, generally 3 weeks before, which may subside the enlargement of inguinal lymph nodes. If still palpable nodes, ultrasound guided FNAC will confirm the diagnosis, and block dissection of both groin should be undertaken. Also, when we take biopsy for the this CA penis, a part of normal skin and the tumor should be taken for the biopsy, not only tumor taken, and block biopsy mainly. Management of patient where the nodes are not palpable involves the use of sentinel lymph node biopsy following by inguinal lymph node dissection if sentinel lymph node biopsy is positive. Chemotherapy is rarely used because it is relatively ineffective, and currently is reserved for palliation in those with metastatic diseases. Prognosis is 5-year survival rate in excess of 80%. With lymph involvement, prognosis is 5-year survival rate is fall to only 40%. Some other tumors. Malignant melanoma of penis is uncommon tumor with the principles of management being the same of SCC. Blood-borne mets is seen, however more common. Buschke-Lowenstein tumor is uncommon. It has histological pattern of verrucous carcinoma, locally destructive and invasive, but appears not to spread to lymph node or mets. Treatment by surgical excision.